Hi guys, welcome to DIY Ideas. So today I'm showing you how you can make a really cool summer hat out of old jeans. You can also use pretty much any other fabric you like. I decided to do this kind of jean style, but any patterned fabric or even one colored fabric, so whatever you want to use you can. It's also a really cool and really simple project, so if you're a beginner, this is also suitable for you to practice until you can do a bit more complicated projects. So it's great, it's pretty quick, the end result is pretty awesome. There are not a lot of prep steps that you need to do, which is always important as well. So yeah, I will be using some old jeans or the fabric from some old jeans, and you can see I did this kind of frayed look on the rim, but you can skip on that as well, or maybe do a stitch around there, so it's pretty much as you wish. So if you want to see how you can do this yourself, stay tuned. So first off, you will need some fabric of your choice. In my case, I have jeans fabric out of old pants. An old jacket would work as well, or even a skirt. Then an unstitcher, measuring tape or something to measure with, marker of any kind, pins, and fabric scissors. So I already cut this out. You need 3 pieces. Your top is just a regular circle. Then the side piece, which is just a band-shaped piece, and then one ring-shaped outer rim. And the sizes are really easy to take, so you simply measure with your measuring tape around the widest part of your head, and you can always measure it loosely, so the more the better. In my case, I had 60 centimeters rounded up, and to get the top section, I used a very simple formula. So it's something we did in math, of course, and you might remember if you did this as well. So it's 2 times number pi times r, and since I already have 60 as a result, I reversed it and calculated the r. Or if you like it simpler, I did r equals your size divided by 2 times number pi. So my size is 60 and number pi is always 3.14. So r is the radius, and basically that's all we need. So it's really not difficult. I hope I explained it well. So that's how we got our diameter. So this side or any side from one end to the other, like a diagonal. So when you get your result, or when you do the formula for your own head size, you cut this out, and then you can, even before you cut it out, take another bigger circle. So you could do 5 to 7 centimeters of length away from the smaller circle, depending on what you like to get as an end result. So basically you can do 2 steps at once, mark everything. So you can do these separately, of course, or you can just measure both. So do the little circle according to your size and just add 5 to 7 centimeters, and do the bigger size or the bigger circle. And then you cut those both out, and you get all you need. The only thing left is this section. This is again the 60 centimeters or whatever you measured times, so that would be the length, times 5 centimeters in the width. So I want this just like that. You could stuff it with something, but since we are doing a summer hat, I don't think that's really necessary, but you could if you wanted to. So we don't need that. We are just using this, what you can see I have right now. So let's first take the side piece and make a circle out of it. In other words, we are connecting the open sides. So a line like this, and sew together. now you can turn to the other side or outer side. You can also fix this a bit with your fingers so that it doesn't bug you when you wear it, but let's move on to the next step, which is our ring. Let's sew it on here, so for that we will just pin along all the edges. So as always, we want pretty side on pretty side and pin along the entire edge. And then you can sew a nice straight stitch and this step will be done. So I did notice that this rim is a bit too wide. I had too much fabric and this side piece was a bit too, well, let's say narrow. So I'll show you. You see the extra fabric we don't need. So you see how I pinned it, and if this happens to you, just pin it and simply do a stitch along that line. You can now align these stitches together so that it looks neater on the outside than if you have two stitches in two separate places. That would look a bit weird, let's say. So you want it to look nicely and not weird. So I already did a stitch to connect these two sections, and then you can turn this inside out so that the stitches are kind of here on top, so to speak. So you want the top section looking nice and the rim not being weird or anything, so you want it like this and just do a stitch there. So you can kind of recognize what this will look like. Now we are just missing the top circle. Put it like this, so basically inside out, and again pin the top circle with the side piece so that we can again do a nice stitch. And make sure there are no folds. And the hat is done. You see how I did another extra stitch here on top to secure the shape as well. So that's also something you can do. Also, I did this kind of frayed look by doing a stitch about 1 centimeter away from the edge. And then I did the frays. So the idea is to stop them there and not let them get more and more frayed until you don't have a rim anymore. So this is optional. You could have done just a stitch and just cut off the rest, or kind of overlap it or fold it and then do a stitch. So this is completely optional and you can choose the style as you like it. You see the kind of half damaged hole details here that I have. I think those are from old jeans as they were still jeans, but you can leave those and I think I'll add some more to make it look even better. So anyway, this is great for the summer, and it's gonna keep your head protected from the sun and not overheating. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to let me know in the comment section what you think, especially if you're a beginner. Let me know how difficult this was for you or how easy, and how well your end result turned out. You can also subscribe to our channel if you did enjoy this project. That way you'll get notified every time we post something new, and you can also access the older videos that we already posted. So thanks for watching DIY Ideas. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. Feel free to share with your friends, and stay tuned for the next project. Until then, have a wonderful day.